Hey, you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the Unapologetically Honest Show with your host, me and LaCresha. Today, we are here to give our unapologetically honest opinions on Drag Race España, Season 2,
Ole.
Episode 6 now? Yeah, I think we're on 6 now.
6.
It's been 6 episodes already.
Yes, that means we're down. But they
Started.
only got 7 people left.
They got 6. Well, it's going to be 10 episodes.
Well, 6 now. So
Yeah, that makes sense. 7, 8, finale. Reunion finale. 10 episodes.
ooh,
Hey, we're coming towards the end.
mm.
I'm kind of sad. I have been enjoying this season so far. But what did you think of this episode?
You know what? The right person went home. Kind of.
We're going to discuss that. The right person won.
The right person won. The only reason why I say the right person went home is just because of how many times they'd been at the bottom.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think this time they deserve to be in the bottom.
No.
But
no.
We gonna talk about it.
They deserve to be in the bottom. They didn't deserve to go home for the reason they went home.
They deserve to be in the bottom, just not the bottom 2. But let's get into it. Let me go ahead and share this screen, honey. Let's get into this because I know you got some opinions because I got them too. All right. So we start off after the elimination of
our dearly departed Onyx.
I'm still hurt by that. God, I'm still hurt.
Right? The one time I go for the alt queen.
It hurt, okay?
Now, one time. I could have went for Willow Pill.
Alt queens went home, but I'm not sure what it was about this alt queen. It hurt. Oh, it hurt. But anyway, they go
Look, we got an alt winner though,
So they're at the mirror. And Diamante basically says she does not feel bad about sending Onyx home, as she shouldn't.
I'm like, I don't understand why anybody does. It's a game. It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. And the other queens were like, oh, she doesn't feel bad about it. But why? You sent home Onyx, blah, blah, blah. It's part of the game. There's going to be a bottom 2. And somebody's going to go home.
Right.
Unfortunately, it was Onyx.
This time around.
Like, do I feel bad? Yeah, but I don't feel guilty about sending her home. It's part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the only one that really understood that was Vendetta. Vendetta and I want to say Estrella agreed with her. The rest of them were like, oh, but it was Onyx. And I'm like, yeah, but
look, I understand Onyx was trade and everybody wanted to ride Onyx's dick.
I am
however
you on this day.
However. Semicolon. Somebody had to go home, and although we find out in a little bit that Diamante cheated just slightly.
I called it out last week, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
We can get to it. At this moment right here, they congratulated Sharon, but afterwards they had the conversation. I forget who brought it up, but they were like, Diamante, you didn't even lip sync part of the song. You didn't know the words. And she's like, yeah, that's true, but I still won. And I'm like, and then she's like, I'm so sick of everybody with their classic lip sync styles. And I'm like, girl, it's not classic, honey. If you're going to lip sync, you need to know the words.
That part.
That's not classic. Those are the rules, honey. And like I said, I called it out last week. I'm like, why didn't she go home? Because she didn't lip sync for a good 10, 15 seconds. So I'm glad it was brought up and I'm glad it was discussed. And now that's when Diamante kind of rubbed me off a little bit raw. I was like, whoa, girl. So don't do that. Well, I won
right. Anyway. I knew you was going to have something to say for that.
Well, I won anyway. I'm like.
But you see who's sitting here.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do me.
They congratulated Sharon. And now it is the next day in the workroom. And I thought this was really cute. I'm like, come on, give me my hocus pocus, especially since
this year. Drag Syphilis has really endeared me to her this week.
I've always loved Drag Syphilis, like from the from the jump.
From the jump.
He was one of my favorites. And remember, I was torn in between Settlers. No, I did put Settlers in my top 3, didn't I?
I think you did.
Okay, yeah. Child. Hold on. Nope, I can't or it'll mess up the screen. But yeah, I you know me, I was Team Settlers day one. And this episode really made me happy. But anyway, they're sitting down. Oh my gosh, I forgot what they were just. Oh yeah. So they brought
talking about what I just talked about.
Yeah, they brought up, Seth's little boyfriend, Onyx. And again, she's still being very coy about it with them, but in the confessional, she's pretty much saying, yeah. I was like, y'all are crazy. I love this group of queens. Like, cast-wise,
yes.
I think season 2 of Drag Race España has had like the best cast.
Yes.
And see, this is what happens when you let them mingle with each other outside of the place. Because, they actually live in a house together.
Yeah, you told me that.
Laws in Spain that they can't do certain things. So they have to actually live in a house together.
Mm-hmm.
And you see what type of chemistry we're getting here?
Yeah, because they're all like friends outside of this.
Yes, like I truly feel like they somewhat like each other.
Yeah, and like
Marina, I don't think Marina likes too many of these queens.
No. I think Marina's
sick of them.
Marina is me in a house full of extroverts. Like, let me just go in my room and sit. Y'all do whatever you want to do. I don't care. Just try not to keep it too loud.
But Onyx, again, you are missed. So Supreme walks into the room.
Look at that suit.
And there's no mini challenge. Because the main challenge is a ball, I'll let it slide because, I get it.
There's balls take forever.
Yeah, we need more time on the runway, so we got to cut time somewhere else. Cut the mini challenge. I completely understand. So I'll forgive it this week. And I see next week we're back to the mini challenges. So I'm good. But anyway, Supreme announces that this week we're doing the Spanish ball, where they got to bring 3 looks. The first look inspired by the 10th century in Spanish culture. The second look, the 20th century. And then the third look is the 30th century, and that one has to be made in the
ball.
And you got to make it out of plastic, paper, or metal.
Balls.
So like if you were there and Supreme told you have 1 minute to go get you some stuff, which 3 of these materials are you heading towards?
I mean, I would try to get all 3, honestly. Mostly the plastic because it can be sewn and glued.
That part, I was like,
but for some accents and stuff, I'd get a little bit of paper and metal just to see if I could because you see that little chicken wire in the back. I'd make me a little corset out of that. That plastic in the front, that would be the dress. The paper would be a hat, something. I would throw something together.
I would have went straight for plastic. I wouldn't have even dealt with anything else. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. I saw the 3 and I'm like, okay, plastic. Now, don't get me wrong. If I have like 10 seconds left and I see something cute over here, I'll pick it up. But my main goal is plastic. It's fantastic. Okay, honey?
It's fantastic.
But yeah, here's the queens.
Look, they all went for plastic.
Sharon got knocked over. It's just like, oh, wait, there was a lot going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, let's get to this runway because we got, 21 looks to cover?
Woo-hoo.
All right. Up first is Supreme Deluxe, honey.
Oh my goodness.
I did not like this look.
What didn't you like about it?
Now, when it's standing still, gorgeous. But when she was walking down that runway, honey, this material in the front just was bouncing just a little too much for me. And she loves a color type. She loves that.
Yes.
Unless you're giving me a purple, skin color moment, I don't see the purpose of these types. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to boot this. What did you think of Supreme's look?
I like it when it's standing still. If it didn't have the purple tights.
But the hair is right. The hair is right.
The hair and makeup is right.
Of course, we are always joined by our fabulous Javier Ambrosi.
Yes.
Anna Locking. And Javier Cabo.
Yes, looking smexy this week.
But this week, our special guest is Series 3 of Drag Race UK competitor, Theresa May.
Woo, 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 that's where I knew her from.
You mean you didn't recognize who she was immediately?
No, I knew who she was. I was just trying to figure out. I was like, was she in Mexico? Wait, which one was she on?
They
UK.
said in the subtitles Drag Race UK like 3 times.
Look, I was doing some training at the same time that I was watching this, so I kind of missed it.
It's terrible. But it was good to see Theresa May. You know, I love how Drag Race España will bring in, you know, the girls to come join on the judging panel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unlike they bring back all the girls. They brought Envy from Holland. Now Theresa from the UK. Come on, yep. RuPaul. I would like a Bob, a Bianca, a Jinx on the panel, please.
Hey.
Very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, so the first category is 10th century.
10th century.
First is Sharon.
Yes, I did not like this.
I didn't like this, but I liked it when she opened up the coat.
Ah.
I was like, okay, I feel you, sister. I feel you.
Yeah. The one thing I did appreciate about all of these was everybody, it wasn't like, oh, 10th century, 20th century, 30th century. Everybody had like a theme and they stuck to it.
Yeah. Up next is Estrella Extravaganza.
Yes.
This is a boot. This is a big, chunky boot.
Why?
It's just, first of all, I'm not a big fan of this dress. It looks very costumey. She needs to get the steamer out because you can see how it was folded. The string does nothing for her. I do like the sword. And plus these boots they don't match. I'm like, sister, what are these boots? Yeah, I have to boot this.
I'm pretty sure she was just trying to stay on theme. They didn't have irons back then.
I know. Goodness. Well, what's the excuse for the boots, friend?
I have no excuse for the boots other than I'm pretty sure there was no medieval alternative.
Baby, but yeah, this is a boot. What did you think of this look? You never gave your opinion.
It was just a look. I understood where it was coming from.
Oh, I understood where it came from too. I just don't like it.
Okay.
Up next is Benedita Bondage.
Yes, I love this moon. It was so cute.
I thought this was really cute. I was like, okay.
I see the moon.
It was giving me very Bear in the Big Blue House. That's what this was giving very much.
It was Bear in the Big Blue House.
Me. Okay, but anyway, but you could see this reveal coming because this wasn't closed very well.
Right.
Like I saw pieces of it, so when she did open it up, I'm like, okay, cool. Okay,
right.
Coming, but okay, cool.
Exactly, because I saw the lights in the back too from the coat. But it was still cute.
Oh yeah, I still enjoyed it. It gets a toot from Desmond.
Yes, I like the boots.
Up next is Diamante Mary Brown. She loves this headpiece moment. You know, she's done this several times. She loves it. Do you have anything to say about this one?
No, she kind of looks like a peppermint.
And even when
she was going for architecture, which is fine.
Get it.
But you could have gotten architecture from the hem of the outfit as opposed to just the embroidery on the outfit, because like they said, it looks more like just a pattern than what you were trying to convey. Like there was nothing else about it.
Yeah, it's a boo. Woo! Drag said plus. Drag said plus.
Yeah.
Drag said plus. Oh my God. I loved every piece of this. She walked out, I leaned back, and I'm like, this bitch is gonna win. Just from this look right here, I knew she was gonna win. I'm like, oh, honey, yes. Mama, the house down blue. Yeah, God, all of that.
Not the lip smack.
It was all good. It was all so good for me. What did you think of this look?
Oh, I loved it. I loved the fabric, and I love what it was supposed to represent. And you know, like I said, she stuck with her theme like the whole time.
And this is my favorite from round one.
Yes, and she stayed consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the whole time.
Up next is Marina. I actually really enjoyed this.
I enjoyed this look from Marina.
This is the only one. Spoiler alert.
Only one
I liked. And baby, she came out in this. I was like, oh.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell me more. Uh-huh.
What about it?
Yeah, okay.
That part.
Like, I really enjoyed this from head to toe. This almost was my favorite, but Sethless was just, just a hair tired. Yeah. It was just, but yeah, this is good. Up next is Jeriji.
I loved that too.
I love that she came out in this, and I'm like, so we're gonna be a monk? I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, but like that has to be a reveal. And then baby, she gave us Joan of Arc. I'm like, come through.
Yes.
Come through, sister. Okay, come through. I really enjoyed this. This was a good look. This was
yes. She has a certain type of drag, but it's freaking fantastic. It's polished. She steps on my throat every time.
It's so good. So we're moving on to the second category. It is 20th century. Up first is Sharon. Yes, ma'am. Oh, she walked out in this. I'm like, oh! All this needed was a belt.
She said, I am a rich bitch.
Right here. Oh, baby. Oh, this was so good. It's on point. I love the wig. This was so good. This was so good. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. This was great.
What's to be sorry for?
This was amazing. I loved it. Yes, oh my God. All that. Like, I'm trying to think ahead. I'm thinking this might be my favorite from the second category. I'm looking ahead at the screenshots. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is my favorite look from the second category. So freaking good. So let's see. We're gonna move onward to. Oh wait, here's the reveal of it. Reveal. Just as much. Uh-huh. Estrella, girl, what is this?
I don't know. It was very ill-fitting.
Like I didn't understand. I did not understand this, honey. And then like the Hitler pose, I was like, honey. Yet again, boot. Venedita is next. I thought this was cute. Mm-hmm. That's it. Just cute.
Just cute.
Just cute. It gets a toot, but it is just cute. I enjoyed it. What did you think?
Oh, I agreed with you. It was cute.
Up next is Diamante Mary Brown. I love this. I was confused when the judges came for her. I was like, I love this. Mm-hmm. She walked out and I was like, Diamante. The only thing is, she really got to get that makeup together.
She does. She does.
And the hairline, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Bring it down some, honey. Bring it down. Other than that, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this little futuristic sleeve moment she got on this beautiful gown. I enjoyed this. What did you think?
I liked it too. I mean, I could have dealt with the hem being a little different. But other than that, I liked it.
Up next is Drag Setlist. Yes.
Yes, I loved this.
Yes.
Yes, and then the little zero right on her cupola.
It was all good. This was all so good.
Yes, like I said, she was consistent. And she stayed on her theme. It was different forms of communication. And she was just like, in the old times, we did the scrolls and scribbling, and now we have computers and the birth of the internet. And yes.
Love it.
That wig is just like to die for. That right there was not the best.
What the hell was this?
To be completely honest, like when I saw this, I was like, did they have to make the second and third outfits here?
It doesn't fit. And now I understand, when you go out, you might lose some weight. But baby, it looked like it was falling off of her.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't like her hair.
No.
The train of the dress just looks matted.
I'm assuming that the theme of the dress, her overall theme was different types of marriages, weddings, etc. And then she went with, fantastical / historical. Then she went with this modern day dystopia, I'm assuming, because she was like, yeah, it's made out of plastic and trash and this and that and da 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 da. And I'm like, well, you could have added some ocean water or something to that, because yeah.
Yeah, so it's a no for me, dog.
The gum in the hair was a turn off.
Up next is Jeriji.
Jeriji.
Now, Jeriji, I could not get this first look straight ahead in a full shot to save my life. So we're going to have to do with this little side view. But I love this.
Yes, it was cute.
It was really cute. I really enjoyed this look. And then, of course, it revealed into this.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, I live. I live. You did such a good job here.
She said, strong women, I will give you a hero, a porn star, and something.
I really enjoyed this.
Yes.
Now, the final category is 30th century, but this is the look that they had to make in the workroom. First is Sharon. What did you think of this look?
And that was extremely innovative, especially when I realized it was made out of cardboard.
I loved this.
Cardboard and cans.
For her not to even sew this, because let's talk about it. Most of them didn't know how to sew.
Facts.
I know we skipped over that, and it just dinged my memory. Most of these girls did not know how to sew. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, this ball finna be a hot ass mess. But it wasn't.
No.
It was just half a mess.
Half a mess. A piece of a mess.
Just a piece of a mess. The rest was good.
Just a piece of a mess.
And this was amazing. One of my favorites of the night. Not my favorite of this category. But
yes.
This is so good. So good, Sharon. Good night.
I'm wondering what size feet she has, because they look itty bitty in them shoes right there.
I bet it looks bigger because when we're watching them on TV, we tend to forget that a lot of these queens are 6 foot and up. So they look normal height against each other, but then like I'll see meet and greet photos and I'm like, oh my God, they tower over people.
Right.
So it might look like a normal size to us here, but it might be an actual 14. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm like, because she looked like she wears a size 6 in women.
Yeah. So yeah, amazing. Up next is Estrella Extravaganza. Honey, she should have left it like this. But she didn't. And girl, what was this?
I don't know.
Baby, what was this?
Oh no. What was the thing on the chin for?
I do not know. This was
a hot piece of mess.
This was.
It looks like a really bad hot pocket.
Like, that's all I gotta say. This was not it. Benedita! Oh, Benedita.
She said, I'll bring it to you every ball.
I bring it to you every motherfucking ball. You better come through.
I forget that her beard is there because the beard.
Say it.
The beard makes her face look smaller. It looks like contour. It just looks like a little shadow. Like the way that they have shaped their beard is flipping perfect.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
He said, I'm going to give you a hat.
Diamante Mary Brown is next. This is actually pretty decent.
Right?
And I love how she told everybody she didn't know how to sew and then turned around and was like, yeah, I took a class before I came. I was like, smart. Don't tell these hoes you know how to sew.
Right.
And you know, this is actually a decently put together black dress.
Yes. I wish the seams were different in different places, but
for little experience, she did a great job.
Yes.
I thought this was a decent look. It gets a 2. A soft one, but it's a 2.
Mm-hmm. Slow clap.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
With all she said communication. What?
Turkey. Give me the bacon. Like
all the ham, all the spam, all the turkey.
I love it. I love this. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is my favorite from this category.
Mm-hmm.
He really, it's just like, this is the best time to start showing out.
Mm-hmm.
And baby, she said, let me show you how we do a ball, darling. I'm going to show you how we do a ball. Speaking of the ball, Legendary is coming back. I'm so excited about that.
Yes.
So excited.
I saw that. I was like, Desmond.
Yes, we need to sit down and discuss if we're going to cover it or not. But that's a later conversation. This was
because passwords will be needed.
This is amazing. I love this. Chef's kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Roses. Just pour them, take off the wig, drop them down. Like, it's just. Up next is Marina. I didn't like this.
No, that was not.
This just, it wasn't put together well. The headpiece doesn't make sense. Yeah. I think you can tell who I think should have been in the bottom too instead of Diamante.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I agree. Because that was not what that look was.
And last but definitely not least, Jeriji.
Jeriji with the Barbarella reference.
I really enjoyed this look. I thought it was cute.
Yes.
I really did. I was like, come on now. But yeah, overall really cute. What did you think?
I liked it. I loved it. I mean, that is typically what, for some weird reason, we think when we think future clothes is
unfortunately, yeah.
1970s Barbarella clothes. Even in our modern times, when we're in the centuries that they claim they didn't know anything about.
We already discussed how Jack Sethless is my favorite. Is she yours as well?
Yes.
And I love how she's in these really high heels and still barely keeping up height wise with the other queens.
Yes. You know what is really, really funny though? Because I think halfway through, I don't know if she took her shoe off or if she just sat there on her ankle, like during judging. Because at one point in time, like knee is up and the rest of her is like all the way down here.
So who knows? Who knows? But Sharon was safe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with that?
I think they're trying to save her for something, since she was the only one that was safe.
I disagree with her being safe. I actually think she should have been in the top this week.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Jeriji, but I would have put Sharon in her spot. The rest I agree with. Rest I agree with. And usually when we get the top 7, they typically keep all the queens on the stage anyway. So why did we send Sharon to the back by herself?
Like I said, they're trying to save her for something.
But yeah, I personally feel like she should have been in the top this week. But whatever. Our bottom queens this week was Estrella, Diamante, and Marina. And our top queens were Venedita, Drag Sethless, and Jeriji.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I agree with most of this. I agree with these 5 here. I love you, Jeriji, but you should be in the safe category. You did good.
Well, I mean, she didn't win. She was just,
she was high.
She was high.
Still.
She just, I think they really just wanted to make sure that she knew that she was just gorgeous and fabulous and
she's a model.
Yes.
But yes, our winner of this week's challenge is Drag Sethless.
Yay!
I agree with this wholeheartedly. Yes. I am falling in love with Drag Sethless more and more. Like, if she don't make the finale, I'm going to be highly upset.
That part. And I'm just like, why didn't I put her in my top 4?
Like, it's just like, gosh. But our bottom 2 this week was Estrella and Diamante. Mm-hmm. I haven't made it very shy throughout this whole process. I think Marina should have lip synced tonight.
Yes.
I think it should have been Estrella and Marina, but for some reason they're protecting Marina.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Diamante had some pretty basic outfits, but at least the one, because I always hold the one they make higher.
Yes.
What she made was 10 times better than what Marina made.
Yes, very much so.
So I was like very confused on why she was in the bottom. But anyway,
I think they just figured it was time to get rid of the black girl.
They lip sync to Si Nos Rompió El Amor. I know I butchered that.
Si Nos Rompió El Amor.
By Rocio Horado. What did you think of this lip sync?
Very, very impassioned.
It was. I really didn't know which way this was going to go.
Not at all.
Like, I was like, they are both killing it. But towards the end, I noticed they were showing Estrella just a little bit more. So I had the idea that she was going to stay, which ended up being correctly. But honestly, this is another week that the lip sync was
too tight.
Too tight to really make an actual call.
Right.
Because they both, although they both gave us serious, they both gave us 2 different sides of an emotional person.
Right.
Estrella gave us that delusional, like, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Right.
And Diamante gave us that more, how dare you hurt me this way?
That part.
And I was just like, I was so invested in this lip sync. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Like, secretly, I was really, really hoping we would get like a double Shantae.
This is the 2nd week in a row I wanted a double Shantae. I was the same.
I was like, I don't ever want a double Shantae, but I think this deserved a double Shantae.
Baby, coming from them first couple lip syncs, and we were like, oh my God, now we're like, double save.
Right. And as much as we hate super long seasons.
Ooh, we don't need a reunion. Keep these two, and we just won't do a reunion. We'll be fine.
Nope, I'm gonna need you to give us one more episode.
But yeah, the judges are voting. Supreme counts the votes.
Oh.
And Estrella, Shantae, you stay. Which means we must say goodbye to Diamante Mary Brown. The Diamante Mary Brown. I am sad to see Diamante go because honestly, I don't feel like she should have been in the bottom two for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is about the place I would have saw her leaving anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's kind of a double-edged sword because she shouldn't have been there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I feel like her story ran its course.
It did.
But yeah,
because it was kind of like okay, we get it, you're the lip sync assassin, and then to find out like you've cheated on one of them kind of brings your storyline down.
I consider not lip syncing a song cheating, and I think they translated it to cheater just for a lack of a better English word to put there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't see that as cheating. Because there's been several queens who just stopped lip syncing. You can do that. It's just typically you lose.
Right.
But yeah, Diamante is gone, my darling. She's gone.
Yes.
She left after Onyx. Honestly, I didn't see that coming. I thought Diamante was going to be at the house before Onyx.
That part, which is why I didn't put her in my top 4. Because
Exactly.
usually I'm all about the POCs. I'm like, I need my color queen. I need at least one in my top. And no.
So I'm looking at our predictions.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I did not put Setless. I put Onyx, Vendetta, and Sharon. I think I was torn between Vendetta and Setless. And I think that's where my tornness came.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I have Vendetta and Sharon, and you have Vendetta and Marina. So far we still got 2 queens in the race.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, honey, next week we got the marketing, branding, commercial challenge. I always enjoy those, so I'm super excited. And then it's also a little improv in there because typically they have to write the stuff themselves.
Right.
So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited. Who do you think is leaving next, though?
I don't know, because the way that they edited that preview looked like Jeriji was gonna struggle just a little bit.
Look like Jeriji and Marina.
We're gonna struggle.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna say Marina's time to me
is up. And she's obviously on my list, and I really wish I could like replace her with Sethless, but somebody, won't bend the rules.
But yeah, you can also see Marina's kind of checked out. She's over it at this point.
Yes.
I think she's just here at this point. She's like, I made it. I'm just here now.
Let me just have some fun.
It don't even look like she's having fun. She don't
look. It doesn't.
Fun. And I think that's another thing that just really hurts because it does not look like she's enjoying herself.
No, especially not with that last outfit she made.
But yeah, I think it's time for us to go ahead and wrap things up here. LaCresha, where can they find you on all the social media platforms?
They can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media. And it looks like people might actually be coming from this because I've gotten like a couple new subscribers on some things.
Love that. Love that. I've been seeing the increase as well. But yes, you can find me on all my social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all next week. Be great.